Right, lost the battery then. Right, I've swapped my screwdriver for one that hasn't got a magnetic end because it kept pulling the screw out the hole. Now, I've have a look here and the washers do fit in there that came with the screws, so the washer's back in place. So I'll just screw that one on a little bit and get the other one. Considering this one isn't meant to be a magnetic screwdriver, it's doing a good job of sticking to the screw. That's it. Right, that side definitely doesn't fit the washer. The other side, as you can see in there, I don't know if you can see in there actually, but as you can see in there, that side washer fits. That side where the screw goes in, the washer won't fit, so it'll just be the screw on its own. Just need to get the screw in the hole. And just nip them both up. And that's your switches in place. So, all I need to do now is put the pad on that sits in there for the throttle stop, for the throttle lock, whatever you want to call it. Put the little bits on the ends of the cables, and then get it fitted up to the throttle. So we shall start with the return first. Come on, don't be an arse. That's it. And then before I put the other one on, that's the pad I was on about, by the way. It's just a little black shaped pad that goes up against the bottom. I'll pick that up in a second. It goes on the bottom of the throttle kit, on the actual twist grip, and pushes against it, causes friction so that the throttle will stay on. Yeah, so I'll put the pad in place. Make sure it sits onto the screw itself, and then I'll put the other nipple end on the nipple, and then I need to get that around. To pull that one out actually. Right, pull the throttle round, get that one in through the hole. Come on, that's it. And then that's the cables fitted back on. Make sure that yeah, that's still on there. Right, what's that caught on now? That's it. So that's your cables fitted to the throttle cables, sorry, fitted to the whatchamacallit, to the twist grip. God, my brain switched off then. Just grab me snips and just snip this wire off. Right, you don't want that exactly right on the end, you want it just off slightly. So, what we'll do next is get the other half of the housing. Get that clipped over. Screws. And washers. Each side housing has one long screw and one short screw, and obviously a washer on each. And on these ones, they're actually, well, they are Torx, look like Allen. You can see that just from a quick glance. I thought it was an Allen key, but it is a Torx fitting, so I'll just get the right size one for it. That'll do. I think I'm getting this the wrong way around. That one needs to go in. Get out of the way. And that, the shorter one goes in the front. Oh, I don't like that. So it's not right. I think they've just got quite lined up properly. So it's just catching slightly there. So I'll just loosen that lot back off. Just might be the position of the switches when I've tightened them up. Yeah, I think it is. I just need to right, I'll just right, I'm just going to knock you off for a sec. I'm just going to take that apart and just have a look at that, because that's not sitting in that housing properly. But looking at the gap, I don't think I've got it 100% sitting where it should. So I'll back in a sec. Right, I had a bit of a look inside here. As you know, I was a bit concerned because the indicator button was sticking. What had happened is I'd caught a wire. You know, I was saying be careful with your wiring. Well, I caught the wire. It was just underneath one of the mounting bolts for the switchgear, which cocked the switchgear up so that it was catching on the top of the, like the hole where it sits in. But now, as you can see, it's free. They're all free. So that's it. The throttle's free. I mean, I haven't set the throttle yet. I wound that one out. That needs wound back in actually, because it needs set properly. I'll show you how to set the throttle properly when I get to it. But I just wound that out to take up a little bit of slack till I got that back together. Anyways, the switches are all free now. As I say, it was just a wire that caught it. Now, on the handlebars, underneath, there's a groove in the handlebar, and it's for wiring to sit in. Like when you put your pedestal clamp on, I've put this back in place, by the way. Cut the clamp. I had to cut the cable ties off that were holding it, so to hold it in place I just pushed it back in place. But turn your controls whichever way until your wiring's sitting inside the groove under here properly. Once you've got your wiring in the groove, basically your handlebars, your controls are set where they should be. And I just need to get the pedestal for that. As I say, I bought a new chrome cover kit for all this. It comes with obviously the top cover for this that goes over, you know, over the master cylinder, etc. It comes with a new clutch for the other side, the clutch pedestal, and it also comes with two chrome clamps. Now, providing I get the right side, I don't even know if it actually makes a difference putting it on the right side. I don't know if there's actually any difference between them. We'll see in a minute. Screws. Screws and washers. Now then, I don't know whether these are, I think these are actually Allen keys, so I'll just find the right size Allen key. Certainly ain't that one. But it is that one. Cool. Right, hopefully this is going to fit. If I've got the right side. Yep, that's smooth, yep. It's obviously going to be a little bit of an arse to fit. So, get that back on there. That's what was wrong. I wasn't holding the wire up underneath, it was catching on the bottom of the clamp. So just nip that up a touch. And I'm just going to nip around this side, just so I can get the bottom on. And make sure that the wire's not in the way. Tight. Right, and that's the brake back in place, the brake lever and reservoir, should I say. I'm just going to find the proximity key and just put that down here. Just want to switch it on and make sure that the brake light switch is working. That's working perfect. So, just lock it back on. In fact, what I'll do is that should, it's in neutral. So everything's fine on there. Check the indicator. Indicator's flashing. That's awesome. So now I'll just turn it off. Just plug me Optimate back in. Right, so that's cool. So that's that on, if you know what I mean. Wirings to clip in. There's some holes underneath the handlebars for these for the clips to go in. One there, one like there, and one there. I've got new ones to go in there, but I'm not putting them in yet. So right, on this side then, now that that's all on, what I'll do is I'll put this bit on. So what we need on here is the spacers the screws out and the washers. Find a screwdriver. Right, on your reservoir be very careful, just hold it down. All you want to do is unscrew the original screws. Don't take the cap off, do them one at a time so you can keep it tight, because what you're doing is you're putting these things on. These go in place of the original screw in the top of the reservoir. What I'll do is I'll just zoom in a little bit if I can. In fact, I'm just going to knock you off for a sec. I'll move you to a different place and we'll set this up again. I'll be back in a minute.